feels like it's not even safe out here. Like, you can't even come home from work and walk into your building because someone got shot during a vigil, apparently, which is way worse. It's terrible.
Definitely. Do you want to give your name?
No.
Thank you so much.
No problem. My friends call me Jelly, though, so Jelly.
Jelly?
Yeah.
You want to straighten out? I can straighten you out. If you this works. That's even though this thing works.
Good evening, members of the media. I'm Chief Jeffrey Madry, the Chief of Housing for the NYPD. Standing with me is Dr. Kleiman, our department surgeon, Chief Hennessy, our duty chief this evening, and Captain Joe DeLeo, the commanding officer of Police Service Area Number 8. Before I even start giving you the facts, this is our 7th police officer shot this year. And we're thankful up here. All of us are thankful up here. I could believe a whole city is probably thankful right now that this incident wasn't much worse. You know, our gun violence has been increasing, and I'm just making a plea to all of our communities, all of our citizens, our police. We all need to support one another. We have to stop the scourge of gun violence. We shouldn't have to live like this. We're not supposed to live like this. This is the best city in the world, the greatest city in the world, and we shouldn't have to suffer through gun violence. This information I'm about to provide to you is preliminary, subject to change. This incident is still very new, and it's in the initial stages of the investigation. But today, at approximately 4:30 p.m., calls for shots fired were received at 3250 Broadway, which is located at the corner of 126th Street, which is the community center of the Manhattanville development. Responding officers were met by our off-duty NYPD officer who's assigned to the Housing Bureau in the Bronx. The officer was attending a vigil that was held for a very revered community member who passed away, and there were a lot of people out there because this individual was highly respected in the community. This officer was in the lobby, and he started to walk outside the lobby. As he walked outside, he saw two individuals begin to fire rounds from a gun. The officer was, in a few minutes later, he was met by responding officers. The officer was able to assist with the investigation, give a physical description of the two males, and work with the officers to try and apprehend the suspects. As the off-duty officer was standing there, he started to feel pain in his left foot. An ambulance came. He was looked at and examined in the back of the ambulance, and he realized that he was shot in the foot. It appears to be two wounds. We don't know if it's an entry or an exit wound. That's to be determined. The officer was removed here to Mount Sinai Hospital, and it appears that the injury isn't too serious, and the doctors here believe that he will make a full recovery. The investigation is in the early stages. We're in the process of interviewing witnesses. We're looking at video. We're trying to figure out who the suspects are. And I ask anybody, if they have any information, to please call our TIPS hotline, which is 1-800-577-TIPS. And I would also like to take a moment to thank the staff here at Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital for their professionalism and the care that they're giving our officer. Thank you.